Hey, Tipsy Thoroughbred Peeps. I know it's been a good bit since I've made a video, but things have just been happening. We have discovered that Georgia's getting ice and snow, North Georgia. But where we live near Augusta, I hate Augusta, we are getting ice and wind. Like this, it's rain that could be sleet and turn into something really, really bad very quickly for us. And for y'all who are from the north and live down here now and are being jerks to other people panicking about it, you can kiss all our asses because the South can't handle it. It's like, what if poor Florida, which they've had in the past, something bad that happens, when the storm comes through, and they're screwed because sorry, somebody keeps texting me, because they're not ready for it. So screw you for being mean to us about it. But there's ways that people can handle it. We can deal with it. It's not as easy as it is for people up north because we're just not prepared. So episode today is how to get prepared for storms. And somebody keeps texting me. That's Transformers, by the way. So first thing to do, stop going to the stores and buying all the water and food and shit. Okay, food, yeah. Okay, prepare yourself. But come on, be realistic about it and not take everything off the shelf, especially the water. Really, fill up water jugs. Fill up water jugs. Come on now, the bottled water is the same damn thing that's coming out of your tap water if you live in the city and you have city water. Well water, thank God. So I have filled a whole bunch of stuff for well water. Now, what else you can do is also, if you have a well or, you're out with electricity or something and you have to flush your toilet, fill up regular jugs. Fill up jugs. There you go. Here's another tip. Leave doors open for under cabinets and make sure you're dripping water. Y'all can see that, right? Make sure you drip water. And especially your bathrooms. Open up your cabinets so that just open them up so the hot air can get in there and help with your pipes. There's so much that you can do. And tonight I'll have my sink running just in case. It's better to be prepared and have nothing happen than to not be prepared and all hell breaks loose. Because in 2014, they said, oh, it's just going to be a few snow flurries, and we were without power for 5 days. Come the hell on. That is that's ridiculous for people to not prepare. Okay, so ignore that. I know I need to clean that. But kerosene lamps. Oh, I know people are like, oh, that's dark ages. Well, nope, gonna help a lot. Any kind of candles you've got, go ahead and get them out. Go ahead and get batteries in the flashlights and stuff. Go ahead and get a lot of blankets out. Heat your house to the point that it feels like Satan is knocking on your door right now. So that way, if the power does go out, you at least have some heat for maybe an hour or two to help you to last. Think about that. No joke. My house will be so hot in here, I want to walk around naked. But by God, if the power goes out, at least I'll have some heat for a while. Just saying. Now, let's go outside and see what else we've got to do. Stand by. So in 2014, when we had the horrible ice and snowstorm that they said was just going to be a couple of flurries, and then all of a sudden all panic set in when it really hit hard. My house is built on piers, and underneath the siding, the aluminum right there, metal, whatever you want to call it, there's a bunch of pipes, and who had this house before me did not insulate those pipes well enough, and they were older, and every one of them twisted and busted, and I learned my lesson very quickly. The outer pipes that you see is pipes that are the drainage that comes out of the house. But what goes into the house is right there. Got it insulated, and have the pipes up in the flooring insulated now. So let's head to the barn. When they say to let your pipes, sorry, we got Kara, my mom's dog, the tan one, and Lorna are playing. When they say to let your pipes drain, that's what they mean. A nice steady stream coming out. Unhook your hoses. Unhook your hoses. Let it drain. Let's go to the barn. So here at the barn, I took the hose off, at least for one side of it. You can. So I had a gated Y, and I took one side off. You notice that everything is insulated right there too. And then I also put a bucket over it. It's an old bucket, and keep that from getting the actual ice directly on it. It makes a huge difference every year. Promise. Heh, caught ya. One thing I do want to note that I'm doing is, you see I will have the water dripping on this side. Notice it's open, and I'll have it dripping pretty good. The other side I did not take off because I shut the valve. It's the beauty about the gated Y. But I cared about this hose that was over here, and I rolled it up and put it in my barn so that it won't freeze on me. But I don't care about that hose. But this one's shut off, so it's not going to matter. But definitely keep that one side going, and put your trusty bucket on it. So I wanted to reiterate something, and I also stepped up the game a little bit more. Plastic feed bags are fantastic insulators, by the way. I've learned that through the years. So not only do I have insulation around the pipe and the duct tape and everything else, but I also have another added protection. This side is dripping. This side is closed off. That's the beauty about a gated Y. So I don't have to worry about that side. And then I have my muck buckets around as a barrier, and I'm also going to still put the bucket on top to protect it. Basically, you got to protect it from the wind. The wind is what's going to be so bad with the ice. So blockade it as much as you can. It's like the one up by the house that I showed you earlier. I have the cinder blocks around it, protecting it from anything. So it's difficult because this isn't level ground, so it's hard to do with cinder blocks. So the best thing is my plastic buckets. You gotta utilize what you can, peeps. That's what you gotta do. Another good tip for y'all who have horses, livestock, or anything: get one of these containers and fill it with water. So that way you can give water to your animals. It actually works quite well. I have done this. It actually doesn't freeze as bad as you think. This big thing is not going to be solid with what we've got coming. You're still going to be able to get water out of it. But yeah, makes a big difference. It's amazing. Hey, TIPSY Thoroughbred peeps. We are actually, the girls and I. Lorna's so weird. Lorna Cole, what are you doing? What are the peoples. Oh, the Lorna, yeah. So we are going to my mom's to make sure everything's okay over there, and then we will be headed to the grocery store. We're gonna be those people, but not bread and milk. I have actual things I need to get that I forgot the other day, and one of them happens to be I need more wine. You always need more wine. Yeah, because God forbid we get iced in, and wine's gonna save me more than bread and milk. Yeah. Just a little bit more. Oh, yes. Pizza rolls by candlelight with some Chardonnay for our supposed ice storm coming up. Cheers, Tipsy Thoroughbred peeps. Hope y'all have a good night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings, and I'll make a video. Until then, I hope y'all have a great night. Cheers.